Okay, so we got a different one going live. Bit of a delay. Okay, we'll see how well this goes, guys. Everything's a little bit delayed. And I can get that to close. Okay, well, just a second. We'll look at that. It's probably on my settings on the desktop. We had everything, but we had to uninstall and reinstall software, so give me a second to look. I can't do it from over there. There we go. How about... We'll turn it up a little bit. How's that? Is that any better, guys? It's been a little bit of a pain to get this started here, so... Okay, cool. Oh, what a pain, what a pain. At least we're getting started, so... And this was just a test to see how things go for tonight. And it looks like my internet side is really slow on my laptop to see what's going on. I say I don't know if you guys can hear me because I got it turned off on my all the sounds turned off. So we'll see. Anyway, we're just gonna hang out tonight, visit, and get this thing figured out. And as tell, it's about 50 minutes late. So I say maybe a battle, but looks like we finally got it. Oh, thank you, Tech Dad. That actually helped a heck of a lot. I don't know what it wound up being, but we got it. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can get this up on my TV, so maybe it won't lag as bad. Not that one, I guess. Let's see. I have been fighting with all this stuff going on for about 2 weeks since the live stream on the 17th. Uh, put a new hard drive in. Uh, about half the memory's gone. Quarter of the memory's gone out of the desktop. Uh, lost most of the USB ports on my laptop and the sound card or the microphone side of the sound card for some reason. Um, yeah, it's been a heck of a 2 weeks. So anyway, what's everybody got going on? I haven't even printed since then. I got two new printers in. I've got the Sapphire Pro and the uh, Ortho Order 4 still from the live stream, and I haven't printed with either one since live stream. So boy, that is delayed for video. Well, at least we got 10 people starting here. Hey, there we go. It's on the TV. It's finally on my TV. Let's see if I can get it up so I can, if it's got less lag. Ouch, Andrew. Um, talk with Techie Dad. He just had to recover uh almost 700 gig on a hard drive that got messed up. He may be able to help you with figuring out at least what to use software wise to get it back. He's the one that's actually been remote into my desktop to get it to work. So he's been helping me quite a bit this last 2 weeks. Been fighting with all the different software updates and changes. Um, complete start over twice. But now that I got the solid state in and the new processors on it, it seems to be doing okay, handling this pretty good. So next, I actually got to figure out and start over with all of my printer profiles. I lost about 30 or 40 profiles because I didn't have any of them exported. The only one I had exported was the um, X5S profile. It's the only one I have exported out. I say I've got what I think I counted the other day at 23 printers set up right now in the office here. Of that, I've got three. I've got three of them that I have not really printed with. I printed a partial print on the Order 4 here, the Order 4 version 2, during the stream, but I have not printed with it since, and I actually changed the control board since then. I've never printed with the Sapphire Pro, and I've not printed with the Creality Ender 5 Plus there either. Oh no, I've got another one. I've got the Tronxy X6A I haven't printed with yet. I got it running about 3 days before the big live stream when Lightning hit. But I say, and I've still got packages to send out. I've got several of them already mailed out, but I've got several to mail out from the giveaway. Gave away 36 items during the giveaway, and I think so far I've only mailed out I think three. I've got another two or three items paid for and ready to ship out, and then Tronxy is not shipped or has shipped out as of last night or today. Has shipped out the view filament they gave away. Strong Hero 3D has sent out theirs. They said, um, and then I haven't heard back from quite a few people. And I know Josh over at Alien 3D did send out um, the two that won from him. So hope everybody kind of bears with me while I get everything set back up and redone. So I'm getting about 10, 12. I'm getting about a 15 to 18-second delay between what I'm actually saying and YouTube. So what's everybody else printing? I say obviously I'm not. You guys have seen that. I've been fighting with too much of the actual hardware stuff, software to get to fighting. I had it set up today to have a second camera going, but this morning, but when I came home from work, it was not working. No, that's not the spectral mask. Actually, this is just a mask. I don't remember what it's called. I wanted to link to it uh on the post and stuff, but I can't remember what it was called. I printed it just in one piece and then foam lined it with foam from the printer boxes. Those are the spectral boots, though. So boot covers, spectral helmet. Sec, I'll grab it. It's across the other tables here. A little bit hard to get to. Tables are more than 6 feet, 7 feet wide right here at the end. That's the spectral helmet. It turned out okay. Need to tune that printer a little more. I'm gonna reprint it. But once it gets uh, padding in it, it'll be a good fit. And then the prototype of the mask is right here. Now the lenses are glued on right now. I just glued them here because my sister-in-law actually had it fall off and break the hinges set a little bit. So I just glued it up there so it wouldn't fall for sitting for looking at it. These are actually it's actually a tiny bit small for the finished product because it was measured to fit my head without any padding, and then I had them add padding room. So, but you can get the idea. And then I even 3D printed the lenses for it. I used my resin, my Tronxy Ultrabot resin printer, and printed lenses for it. I moved them. Where did I move the lenses to? They were right there, but I don't see them. Give me half a second here. Oh, there it is. So the helmet will be 100% 3D printed. Um, Even the bolts and stuff in it are going to be 3D printed. This is the first test of it, and I wound up having problems with my resin printer. I've got a new LED in it now, and I got a new screen on the way. But you can actually read through this when I don't have fingerprints all over it. So, but yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting that one printed. But now that I've got to start all of my printing profiles over, that's gonna be a bit of work. So I've got, I think, yeah, you can kind of see Black Panther here. I printed right before the live stream last time. He's not bad. A little bit of work needed. My wife started painting the base. I got back to it yet because I keep it down here. I keep grabbing it down here for looking at. Um, so I've got a lot of plans in the works. The spectral outfit is a full outfit, so it's just gonna take a bit to get to it. Probably, I'm guessing around 6 spools of filament, 8 spools by the time it's all said and done. But my hope is to be able to print it, probably all of it within about a week. With all the printers I've got, I should be able to print it easily within a week. I just my limit is I've only got the AlphaWise U20 Plus is 400 by 400, um, and then the X5S is 330 by 330. Uh, The Ender 5, I think, is right about 350, 350. I've got the X5S 400. I'm waiting on the new bed for it. I broke a wire off of it, off the bed, and just don't feel like messing with it. So as soon as the new bed comes in, and then I've got to finish my Project Creality CR10 SS5, that's 500 by 500, because a lot of these parts are fairly large, like the rifle is broke up into 400 millimeter sections. Um, so that's going to be the biggest issue is waiting on those. And then the lenses for the mask and for the rifle are all going to be printed on the resin printer. So I got to wait on that. Yeah, Andrew, I'm actually really happy with the U20. I got the U20 Plus. Um, Now GearBest did give it to me, but I'll tell you, so far I've been happy with it. I'm gonna make a few changes. I actually haven't done much to it. I've need to add a filament uh, guide so it doesn't pull straight down into the extruder, because to me that's kind of an awkward sharp turn there, and it'll wear on the filament out sensor. But I tend to make changes to just about every printer I own, even if it's something minor. Sapphire Pro here. I painted all the silver parts black that I could. So I'm kind of still messing with it. I said I haven't printed with it yet. I haven't got the slicer set up yet. I don't know. The U20's part cooler's been pretty good. It is a 4010, just normal fan. They've got laid over sideways. Seems to work pretty good so far. Um, the spectral helmet here was printed on it. Um, I had better results with the other prints I printed on it than this one. That one's got a little echoes and shadows in it, but Adelina here does not. And she was printed on it. It's actually one of the first big prints I did with it. And I love it. Like I said, it's been a good printer, and I had no problems with that. I've been doing a lot of larger prints lately, actually. Matter of fact, I got the Silval SVO1 here. First print I did on it was like 50 hours, and it's the Sleeping Dragon of things verse. And this was literally I grabbed my Tronxy X5S profile and changed the bed size, printer size, hit slice, put it in the printer, and started printing. It was the first thing off the printer other than the test cube, which is over here somewhere. I didn't realize until about 30 hours in that it was at 150 millimeters a second print speed, because that's what I had my X5S dialed in at. And it actually blows me away at the detail and how well this actually turned out, other than where I've knocked the tips off moving it around. Even the supports came off real clean. Say, without my other camera here, I can't hardly show you. But I'll get the camera up working for the next good stream, hopefully. My new laptop is here. It just needs a new charger. It should be here anytime, or well, this next week. So, well, Andrew, I have 15 cameras total. Um, the main camera right now is a Logitech 920, and then I've got the 260 Logitech that I usually use for downview cameras. But with the lightning and everything that happened, I lost two USB hubs or three. Most of my desktop, most of my laptop, and I'm just now fighting to get back all set up. Still having problems. That's why we were late getting actually streaming today, and that's why we have a second stream started. Uh, Most of my cameras are fairly cheap. They're going to be on for each printer. My goal is to have each printer have its own uh, camera And then eventually, as I stream and stuff, I'll just flip through the different cameras. I was looking for one of them cameras sitting here, but I think I took them all down. Oh no, there's one. Most of the cameras are just cheap eBay cameras. They're supposed to be 1080p, but I doubt it. But they're actually really good quality. Got a good white balance to them. But they're gonna work for each of the printers. I'll set it back over. And then I got the wireless headset right before the mainstream. I had one before, but I changed it out to a dual. So if I have somebody over, or whatever, or in case I've had it happen earlier, the battery went dead. So I just swapped headsets because they're hooked to the same receiver. But that way I can also walk away and still be heard. I've also got a Blue Yeti for when I'm sitting at my desk. Yeah, forgive me. Chocolate milk. I tend to drink a lot of chocolate milk or milk. I've got no saliva glands from throat cancer. So, but I say we're just kind of setting up tonight and sitting around seeing what everybody's up to. Got a few other projects going. I've got a palette to work with when I get caught up. I've got the resin printer getting fixed. Hopefully, the new LCD screen, the 2K LCD screen, will be in this week, so I can get that fixed. I still got the Corelli Ender 5, or Corelli Ender 5, yeah. Got the Ender 5 Plus that I'm waiting on lead screws from Corelli for. And I've got my Corelli CR10 S5 project with the SKR 1.3 board to finish. And then now I've got to retune what the rest of the 20, 22 printers in here that are functional move it. 21, not because the Ender 5 is waiting on the lead screws. I've got 25, not 25, 21 printers in here. The Tinker, Everyone Tinker V2 should be here this week as well. Yeah, getting this working was a bit frustrating again today. So I say we'll see how things go. I'm hoping to do a lot of recorded videos, um, and hopefully kind of continue on what I usually do with my normal tech site, just helping instructional videos, um, some product feedback videos. I don't like the term reviews, so because too many of them are biased, and I'll be the first to tell you that I don't care if a printer's free or like the Ender 5 Plus. I've got it as a beta, and I haven't been able to use it because of the bent lead screws. And I made a change right out of the box and moved the extruder. Um, Sapphire Pro, I haven't used it because my slicer computer was down until like 2 days ago. I did make some minor changes to it. I got a mount that I already had printed for the filament out sensor on it, and then I located the extruder and filament out sensor and all on the right hand side instead of the left, so I had to run wires a little bit different. And then I changed all of the wire loom from split loom to spiral loom because it's nicer to me, a little easier to work with. Takes a little more time to put on, but I'd rather do that. And then I blacked out everything on it. Um, the order for I have not changed because I have not even printed with it really. I will be changing the filament out sensor a little bit. Um, Techie Dad did a stream yesterday on building his V2 of the order for. and I like the way they spring mounted it and tilted it, so I'll probably just drill a new hole and tap it and then spring mount it myself. So that'll be about the only change I'll make on it. Um, say pretty much every printer I've got has had a change done to it. My Tronxy XY3s have all got magnetic beds, and I'm going to do the filament guides on them as well. Same with the TiVo Tornado. I'm supposed to have a Tarantula Pro on the way, just waiting for it to get in stock. So, no, no, let's say I've still got the palette that got loud noise. I still got the palette to do. I've got to finish up a project I started. I printed the bunch of the Witcher wolves on the Air One marble filament, and I'm going to make a coat rack out of it. And this was printed on the XY3. The big Black Panther was printed on the TiVo. The big Adelina was printed on the Alpha Wise. Got some smaller one Black Panthers up here that were printed on the XY2 and the Ender 3, all the way down to that tiny one. Just to see how well it would do on an FDM print. I wanted to compare that to the resin at the same percentage. Well, I thought they were the same percentage, but it's pretty neat there. Of course, the resin is much higher quality, but still works good. Let's see, what other things I got going on? Supposed to have more filament coming in because I'm starting to run low. Not as quickly this week, this last couple of weeks since I've been printing. I've still got to finish the home remodel I've been working on. But sec here, just gotta. Looks like one of my timers is messing up on the Streamlabs here. Got all kinds of stuff spread out right now. Let's say I've been focused on getting the computers up and running, and thought I had everything 2 days ago, but it started fighting me. So if you guys have videos you want to see done, like I say, I've got. Let's see, I'll go around the room a little bit. We got the Tronxy Ultrabot, the Tronxy XY2, Ender 3, another XY2, an Tronxy X2, Creality CR10 S5, Tronxy XY3, Tronxy X5S 400E2, the Alpha Wise U20. I got to print feet for it. I put a strain relief on the bed, and it put it just a little bit too long, so it hit the backboard on my counter. so I had to raise it up on empty spools. Let's see, I've got the Tronxy X6A, um, and Creality Ender 5 Plus, my X3, another XY3, Tivo Tornado, um, X5SA, well, X5ST, and Silval SDO1, Sapphire Plus, and the Order 4 V2. I need to do tuning on all of them, so I'll probably do a bunch of tuning videos and troubleshooting tips on that. I've not done, like I said, pretty much most of these are close to factory. Yeah, I've got actually a lot of that's PETG yellow. Um, that's what about 25, 30 spools. Pride line, I cut a deal on a bunch of the filament for me, so I got that. There's other colors and stuff you can't see in this video right now. I've got like 10 spools of white over here, and I've got 150 spools. Well, I think it's 140 spools now over here. And then I've got purples and grays and reds, orange. I've got Tronxy, Area 1, and Pryline filaments are my major ones. I've got a couple of I'm Lucky, some just generics off of eBay. Um, I don't remember. I got 3 or 4 other companies. I got one of the AIO Robotics half-kilogram spools up there. And then I've still got 2 tubs upstairs full. Actually, just in, that is not my favorite. It just happens to be I got a good deal on it, so I took everything I could get. Um, the yellow is very, very bright. Grab one of the yellow prints here. This is PETG, but Pryline's yellow is so bright you almost need sunglasses with it. I guarantee the video is not doing it justice. The PETG is more of a translucent yellow than the PLA, but it's the same color yellow. Uh, but Pryline is one of my favorite brands. I like Pryline, and I really like this Area 1 filament so far. I've had great luck with them. Uh, had pretty good luck with the newer Tronxy filaments as well. I've only had one problem with them, and I had a wide spot in the wood filament. I printed a bunch of the heart jewelry boxes in wood, and I had a wide spot in them in the filament, so it actually stuck. And Adelina here's actually that's Area 1 Logan bow, Lagoon bow. Not sure what they call it exactly, but that's our darker rainbow. I really like the colors. Thanks, Don. Yeah, this has been a dream come true. It took me several years once I got into printing to finally build my office. It was a workshop where I did metalwork and woodwork, and now I kind of stored all that behind this wall. I've got a 8 foot section back there that is uh, for my storage, my tools, and I pull them out when I need them, and I'll work in the yard or something. The only thing it's not is my metal lathe, which is currently over here until I finish this behind this wood you see, and then it's gonna go right behind me on this wall because 4 foot metal lathe. But yeah, so I've got 23 counted the other day, 23 printers after I gave Techie Dad 5 of my old projects, and gave my young or oldest kids a printer, and a buddy of mine, I gave him one of my unopened Ender 3s. And so I've got a TiVo Tarantula Pro and a Everyone Tinker version 2 on the way as well. So I'll be back up to 25 next couple of weeks probably. Um, my goal is any printer that comes in is to do a unboxing build video and first print if I can do it. I had done one for the Solvol SD01 and uploaded that one. I did one for Sapphire, but I lost audio in it and only half the video recorded for some reason, so it didn't get uploaded. Um, the order for was delivered, put together. Techie Dad brought it to me. And I don't have any of the Wahoo printers yet. Well, I actually pay for all the printers pretty much on mine. The AlphaWise was sent to me by GearBest um, to do just a review on. That was even before I had this channel started. Um, and I like it. Like I said, it's a good printer. I don't like the sticker they sent with it, the Build Talk sticker on the glass. Um, Matter of fact, Adelina here pulled up a piece of it. So, no, I don't have a Prusa yet. I actually don't plan on getting one. They're a bit spendy for my my liking. I tend to stick with the cheaper printers. Most of these printers I get at discounts. I do buy them, but I get them at discount. Uh, let's see. The TiVo I got as an Amazon return. TiVo Tornado. The Ender 3s. I bought one and then bought two Amazon returns. Um, my X5S I paid retail for off of GearBest, and that's actually why I started Customized 3D. And then my X3, I bought it off of eBay. Um, I traded for the CR10S S5. The Ultrabot I bought at wholesale. So, and then, hey Raz, nice to see you. And then let's see, the X2 I bought at wholesale. XY2s and XY3s I bought at wholesale. Uh, the Area 1 Tinker, I'm a beta tester for it. And then the TiVo Tarantula Pro, I got a good discount on, so I said just waiting on it to come in. I mainly do this stuff because, quite frankly, I enjoy it. I figure it might help somebody else later. I don't have a hypercube either. None of the hypercube frames. I've got three, four, four cube frames. Um, Three of them are Cartesian, but the Ender 5 or Core XY. Three of them are Core XY, but the Ender 5 Plus is actually Cartesian. And then I have the one resin printer. I had it just about 4 months now. I got the first version out, and the LED light system on the bottom was kind of a cone shape with a reflector, and they changed that, and I got the updated version now. But when I took and was swapping out to the updated version, Um, I pulled the wire loose or the screen or something, and the screen didn't work, so I got a new screen on the way. I've got tons of prints. I bought I think it's Bucktown resin. It's a pretty cheap resin, and it's worked pretty good. I say this Black Panther is pretty clear. It is actually printed with Trunksy resin, and then let's see here. Grab some of the other small resin prints I got sitting here, and then Harley Quinn is printed with the Bucktown. Not quite as clear, a little more of an amber color, and you can see Venom here. The base was printed with Tronxy resin, a little more clear than the actual figure, and that was printed with the Bucktown. So I went through about a kilogram and a half of resin. I've done everything from the Adelina that I like to do to roses. Well, this is actually where I figured out the LED was acting up. So I'm Minnesota Maker. So I said tonight's just gonna kind of hang out, see how everybody's doing, what everybody's got going on. Take a little while to get set up and going. So other than that, I got a few projects going that I need to finish printing the spectral setup. And then that's a full suit though. That's the full helmet, the mask, or the full mask, lenses, helmet. It's a backpack with a lower pack behind it. It's the three-piece chest set. It's back of the gloves. It's uh, rings around the back of the gloves. It's knee pads, the boots, a collar. It's all from Spectral, the movie. Oh, that sucks. Find out you get a lot of it printed and find out you need a resin for it. Honestly, I found that if you take your time and tune your FDM, you can get pretty good prints, small size detail. Um, I've got, like I said, this is, I don't remember what size it is, but resin versus the FDM is really actually impressive. So the FDM, the claws are a little sharper, a little nicer, but like the necklace, you can see it on both of them. You can see his ribs and abs on both. So really take your time setting up and tuning your printer. Even if you need to go to a smaller nozzle, you can. This is done with a point 0.4 nozzle. I have point 0.2s as well. Um, Never used any of the point 0.2s yet. The only one I've got a different nozzle on besides point 0.4 is one of my Trunks, the XY2s here, XY3s. It's got a point 0.8 nozzle. Why couldn't the D9 print something smaller? Is it just trying to go too fast, or what makes you think that? So I have no problem with most of mine. I haven't printed very many small, tiny, extra detailed things. Got a lot of the Black Panther figures up here that I printed. My wife's got most of my Adelina dragons up in her craft room, about 30 of them. 5 millimeters tall. About how big around? Because maybe you might want to just try a smaller nozzle and tune to it. One of these days I need to actually tune my one of my printers to a small nozzle here. Just grab my nozzle collection. A lot of people get a kick out of it. Grab my hot end box. I would think 3 millimeters shouldn't be a problem with it, but you might want to go something a little smaller. Like I said, .2 nozzles. I've got a few. Um, I would think would be pretty easy, depending on how thin the walls are. And see, a lot of your resin printers don't like to do geometric shapes. Like Venom here, didn't turn out the best on the geometric edges. They just, for some reason, from what I've been told and read, they don't work as well as FDMs on the square, hard edges. Yeah, I got a few. Let's see here. I get reflection off of it. A few nozzles. There's about 700 of them. There. Uh, I think every one of my printers is pretty much an MK10, MK8, 7, 8, or if you go. Uh oh. Might be YouTube end because mine is still working. Okay, let's see here if it started a new stream. Okay, we're still trying here. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's find out if it's back or not. I'm gonna switch my desktop screen so I can actually see what it's seeing real quick. Let's see. when I get my new laptop set up, I'll be doing the easier setup. Looks like that's seeing me not there. Yeah, it does look like it came back. Cool. There we go. That is weird. Much longer delay. I'm guessing something acted up on YouTube or Streamlabs fighting again. But no, like I saying, I've got out of all my printers here, I think three. Let's see, one, two, three, four. Four are not MK sevens, eights, tens. And I have all metal hot ends in two of those four. This one, my X5S has a lined throat. The X3 has one all metal and one lined. And then the X5S 400E2 is a lined throat. Not, it's a, drawing a blank here, what they call that style. Anyway, it's the 2-in-1. And then the Corality CR10S S5 is got a two-styled nozzle hot diamond. Rest of them are MK7, MK8, MK10, depending on what manufacturer you talk to. I think Creality, since they put the two bolts through theirs, through the heat block up into the cold end, they call them MK10s. The rest of them all call them MK7 or MK8. But no, I say it's any E3D nozzle should work for an MK7, MK8, or an MK10. Mine are all Creality. I got a real good deal. Bought a bunch of the 10 nozzle packs that were 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and 1.0 millimeters. I bought 78 packages. Figured I'd buy a lifetime supply. The only difference between an MK7, MK8, and an MK10 is who named it and the two bolts. I wouldn't worry about the two bolts. I don't even leave them in on mine. The only reason the Ender 5 Plus still has them is because I haven't taken it apart yet. And the rest of them I take apart and I take those bolts out, and they are exact same. Here, I got some sitting here. Let me grab the box again. Let's see which ones I've got here. Just a few. 8 are the cold ends. Looks like these are all MK7s. Gave away the MK10 I had. But yeah, there's 8 of them there, and I've still got another several full units. I've only got one MK10 heater block. one thing I believe in keeping a lot of spare parts. But you know, the MK7, MK8, MK10 will all bolt right together. Parts are interchangeable. Yeah, no joke, Mr. Automaker. I you never know when you'll need a bunch of nozzles. Thing is, they're not all the same size. So there's points two to point to 1.0. So yeah, I'm one of the oddballs. I've got I think about 1,000 meters of GT2 belt. I've got at one time at 790 nozzles. I've got about an extra 10 or 12 complete hot ends. I've got uh probably 15 or 20 idler pulleys. Probably about 30 of the wheels. I think it's about 8 motor couplings up there I could see. Probably 6 or 8 MOSFETs. Yeah, I've got an SKR. It's over here. I've got an SKR with 2130s and 2208s and a 7-inch touchscreen. It's actually the setup for the uh, Creality CR10 SS5. These are the 22.8s I was originally going to use, and then I went ahead and ordered some 2103s instead. 2130s. 2103s, yeah. So, matter of fact, I'm going to grab those, put those in the box too. I had them out the other day for stuff I was doing, and forgot to put them back. Let's see, I just got. Because I think I'm going to switch it over to sensorless homing on the S5. Yeah, this was $22 for the board. The stepper drivers cost me more than the board did. The screen actually came with the printer when I traded for it. So figured why not use the big touch screen. None of my others have a big touch screen. Not yet. I've got another project printer in the works that'll have a bigger one. So it's this one's got a 700 watt 12-volt power supply for it. The bed on it is line voltage, and then it's running dual BMG uh, extruders on it, so it's gonna be two color on it. Yeah, see, I don't know. I like the integrated drivers a lot, but when I got this, I've had it for a few months now. Right after the 1.3s came out, I got it. Um, I had a stack of the 2208s, and so I figured why not use them. I've not used the ledger boards yet. I actually thought about getting the regular Sapphire, which has the ledger board in it. But this has got the what is it, Robin or Nano or whatever. It's the new. Crud, I'm gonna say what control board it is wrong. I know it. Don't think I can see it. No, I can't. Can't see it. but it's got a new 32-bit board in it too. So the Pro does. Yeah, Big Tree did do pretty good with the SKR B1.3 pricing on it, but they still got cloned. So no, really, I think most manufacturers nowadays are coming down in prices so much that it's getting actually really competitive price wise. The Ender 3, I think, started that. I really do. Because the Ender 3, I've seen down to, what, 149, 159? And Tronxy XY2, I've seen hit 159 now because of that. It was 229. A lot of times it still is 229. Um, the, let's see. A lot of the printers, though, come down in price because and parts have come down in price because of the Ender 3. I think a big push of it is the community is actually getting more active in searching out for the better prices. SKO1. I don't know which one that is. Yeah, you mean the SVO one? SKO1, not SKO1. Yeah, it's good. The only thing I didn't like about it is the filament out location, and I moved it. As you can see, it's not on the frame anymore. I moved it down here. I took a piece of acrylic I had from one of the other printers I'd printed a new setup for. It is down here close to the extruder now. Just a piece of quarter-inch. Drilled some holes in it, called it good. Mounted it up. That's the only thing I didn't like about that printer, actually. And now, even with the new location, if I raise Z all the way up, the sensor goes inside the spool and does not hit anything. Actually, if you're looking at the Phantom, you might want to look at the Tronxy Ultrabot. It actually is a competitor to the Phantom. Now, I don't have a Phantom, but you can get the Ultrabot for just as cheap, if not cheaper. It's a 2K screen. It's 42 watt, I think it is LED, and now they just changed the LED array. Here, I'll grab the old one. I got it. I pulled it out the other day. I said I was upgrading it. I was having issues where it wasn't printing even across all the way. Um, okay, can't really see in this camera, no down view, but this is resin, and over here it's got none of the spikes, and this is the bed of nails. It should be spiked all the way across and even, so I wasn't getting even light around the outside. So I contacted Tronxy and found out my Ultrabot was version 1. They have since updated it away from this. This is the old UV LED set, and you see how it's cone shaped. The new one is actually full rectangle. This has 8 LEDs inside. The new one has 8. They're larger LEDs, but they're more evenly spaced, so the light will go more even across. Which most of your resin printers like the Phantom and stuff still use this style. The Ultrabot has been updated and upgraded, so it might be worth looking at. Um, Now, I say not many people have the Ultrabots yet, I know. I'm actually going to change this over to a curing station because I got a spare driver when I got it. So I'm actually going to change that into a curing station for me. Put my prints into cure them because right now I'm using an old black light or the window. And that, well, it works. It doesn't work that long. second here. I've got more specs information for you on the Ultrabot. I'll say I like it. Um, it is a Chitu control board and Chitu slicer, which means when you slice with it, you get your image up on the screen of what it's going to look like and everything. I actually need to check with Trunks and see if the price went down on this because it should have. Oh, look at that. It doesn't want to let me post it. Go figure. I've got a setting set wrong in the software. Let me go see if I can fix that. Oh, looks like one of the programs is acting up on my desktop. Might be why I had some problems. No, it's just some reason team view. Okay. Well, yeah, it's not letting me post the link, so I was going to post the link, but it's not letting me do it, so give me half a second here, guys. I need to check with Trunksy about the difference. I'd have to check. Like I said, I need to check what uh if Trunksy's come down on the price on them because I do on occasion. I've got them listed in my store, but I would make sure that they have the new version of the Ultrabot though, because like I said, that way you get the new LED setup instead of the old one. It should be. I've got the very first edition, so I don't know when the second edition came out. But a lot of the printers I get are early edition. Like this is the first Sapphire Pros, one of the first 100 that came out. Matter of fact, I got one of 20 that they sent out without the logo on it. And then this is one of the first order for V2s upgrade from a V1 to a V2 upgrade kits. And then this was a version 3 X5S that I upgraded to a version 1 X5SA, which still is, even though I have the version 3 sitting here. And I had a E2 upgrade kit for it, but I decided not to do that. I actually gave it to somebody else because I got the 400 E2 over there instead. Let's see, which other one? The Tinker that's coming in is a beta. The Ender 5 Plus is a beta. Yeah, I tend to do that. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, this is the upgraded V1 or something like that, isn't it? Yeah, Techie's been in here in and out all night. He helped me get the stream actually going tonight because all the problems started. I say, but no, I really like the Ultrabot. Resin's cool. It's a bit messy. I probably don't do what most of people do, but to be able to create lenses for the glasses, uh, this is the updated version of the lenses, but they'll just snap right in. So that's to me that's really really cool. I mean, my cleaning form, I take it straight off the print surface, drop it in a thing of rubbing alcohol, and shake it around for a little bit. I got my desktop fixed. I bought two new processors because it's a dual processor. It's got two 4-core, 3 gigahertz processors in it now, and then took out some of the RAM that was bad, and got a new SSD for it because it zilched off the operating system, and I did not want to take a chance at losing all the data, so I bought an SSD for it. I did that, and then I got a new laptop. It's just sitting over here, but I bought an open box from Best Buy that needed a new power needs a power splice because it didn't come with one. It's a new Dell, um, but I need to power supply should be here this week, so I can get it fully set up. It's already been running, but I didn't want to kill the battery during a stream and have it die early, so that's why we're streaming off the desktop all the way over there. Because I say once we get streaming off the laptop, I think it'd be a little smoother, a little easier, and hopefully it doesn't have the same problems that the desktop is still having. I'm having USB problems with it, so I wonder why that link isn't working. Okay, that last link that just popped up in the chat, if you click it and then when it loads, get the Streamlabs part or go up to it and hit the in the address bar, hit space and then C3D. It'll load correct. Oh man, 2 a.m. Yeah, call it a night, man. I'm gonna head out here soon. I only plan on doing this for a couple hours tonight, even though it's only been an hour. But probably hang out for a little bit longer. But told the wife I'd be off a little bit decent hour tonight. So, and guys, you guys are gonna have to forgive me with names. I am terrible. I'm lucky to remember my own. So most of the time, I won't call a name unless I happen to get lucky and remember it. So more than likely, you'll get called by your screen name. Well, so I got a lot going on. Just get things settled and figured out, and now I can start printing again. Hopefully this week. Like I said, I'm starting over from scratch with all but one of my profiles, and even it is mostly from scratch because it's back in the low speed and pre-update because I've updated the printer since the profile was created. So what's everybody else been working on? Everybody knows I've been working on computers. 3D printing, working on computers instead. I gotta get back into doing some more design work too when I get a chance. Got a few designs to redo and update, and a few designs to do. Want to design a new filament out sensor for Sapphire Pro here because they didn't actually give you a mount for it. So I need to design one instead of just using one I had sitting here. I may do the same with the Order 4 that's here. May design a new mount for it. Well, it's got a bit quiet. Got 9 people watching. What's everybody got going on? Hey, this stream went good. I think I'm gonna figure on about 2 weeks to let me get the bugs worked out of the system and hopefully update to the laptop to do the giveaway. I still got over 80 items to give away, so oh, you're back, huh? Uh, yeah, we got it working. A lot late, but we got it working. Yeah, Minnesota Maker. I had 123 items total to give away on the 17th when the lightning hit. That storm come through, and first time ever I've had problems like that, but it hit everything I owned pretty much in here. Didn't hit any of the printers. Didn't hit any of my electronics in the house. Just my computers and stuff out here in the office. See here, look at the list real quick. What I got giveaway. See, that's 4 more 3D pens, 2 more filament 3D pen filaments, another 2 rolls of filament, flexible beds, filament, 2 of them, 3D pens, stepper drivers, filaments, and I had 49 spools of filament to give away. A printer, 10 magnetic beds, 5 stepper driver sets, um, 2 Resumer 3Ds, 2 BMG extruders, 40 of the 3D pens. So there was plenty to give away. And Streamlabs did not know what to think of that many giveaways that quick. It caused all kinds of problems to begin with, and then the lightning hit and took out. I say it took out my hard drive. What, 20, 40, 48 gig of RAM on the desktop. Uh, 3 USB hubs. My laptop USB ports, and the mic section of my sound card. So yeah, it's been a heck of a trip getting things back to working. Sad, I haven't replaced the USB hubs yet, but I got the desktop up and running, and I have the laptop replaced Just waiting on the power supply for it. And I'll probably do one more stream between now and the big giveaway, and I'll do I might do a giveaway there to start practicing messing with the giveaway stuff. So, like I said, I've got plenty of stuff to give away. The manufacturer supported me quite well. So, but anyway, guys, it's 9 after I said I'd be off here for the wife and everybody. So, figure I'm gonna call it quits. So, if you guys would remember to do the thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that stuff, I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll just see you probably in about a week. I'll let everybody know. I think I'm gonna start doing either Sundays or Tuesdays for streams, and then I'll try to post a video as often as I can. I'd like to do about once a week, depending on how quickly I can edit them and stuff. So, anyway, night everybody.